Hello, everybody. It is King Hype Man. And unfortunately, in the last video, I got eliminated from the S&W Title Invitational Tournament. But here with me today is one of the competitors who will be competing in today's episode. So, please help me welcome my guest at this time, the Special Needs Special Olympics World Heavyweight Champion, the CEO, MGG.
Hello, King Hype Man.
I'm not getting lower than you. I got bad knees.
Oh, yeah? They bad?
Not as bad as your ankle.
Yeah, not as bad as my ankle. Not as bad as when you lost your title to me.
Yes, please elaborate how I lost that purple strap.
He thought that it was such a good idea to put his title on the line and represent a Scottish psychopath, aka a weak man, Drew McIntyre.
Yes, at the last Saturday night's main event, we had a little bet where if Damian Priest won the cage match, then he would get the belt back, and unfortunately he did. But enough about that. You have an upcoming matchup on Special Needs Wrestling, the YouTube channel, where you will be having Roman Reigns represent you, and you'll be facing a former S&W champion in his own right, Lucas, otherwise Super OG, and he has Seth Freakin Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has Roman Reigns' number. Roman Reigns has never beaten Seth Freakin Rollins. Does that concern you at all going into your match?
Nothing concerns me. Trust me. And that question, by the way, I think that's clickbait.
Always the blunt one, I guess. So, with that being said, enjoy the show. And we are on their way with the third round, or the third match of the first round of the S&W Title Invitational. We have my buddy Michael, who is being represented by the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, as he's facing another good friend of mine, Lucas, who is being represented by the Architect, Seth Freakin Rollins. And both men in a lockup position right now, neither one wanting to give an inch, and Roman Reigns now has Seth Rollins in the midsection. Can Seth Rollins counter? And he does, with a side headlock takedown and into a chokehold. Seth Rollins really applying the pressure to Roman Reigns. Will Roman Reigns tap out here? Is Roman Reigns going to tap out? Will we see Seth Rollins move into the semifinals? Not yet. But Seth Rollins applying pressure to those big arms of Roman Reigns. These men know each other so well. Their history dates back all the way to the Shield days. Ever since then, both men have had tremendous careers. Both Royal Rumble winners. Both Grand Slam champions. Both WrestleMania main eventers. And once again, another lockup. And Roman Reigns with a big knee strikes right to Seth Freakin Rollins. And now Seth Rollins being pummeled by Roman Reigns. And now Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in another lockup. And into the turnbuckle goes Seth Rollins. And Roman Reigns just driving Seth Rollins midsection into the apron. And a big knee strike to Seth Rollins. And Roman Reigns now going up top, but I think he might be too far away. I stood corrected. Seth Rollins into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Seth Rollins kicks out. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins always know how to put on banger matches. And now Roman Reigns coming by to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is hurt here, guys. Lucas might be out of the tournament here if Seth Rollins does not get back into this. And now a shot to the midsection. And a DDT onto the apron. Not onto the apron, onto the floor. And now Roman Reigns working on the arms of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is in major trouble here. Roman Reigns getting fired up. And a Superman punch right to Seth Rollins. Both men might be counted out here if Roman Reigns doesn't do something. Looks like Roman Reigns is going to take the count-out victory. And he does. That is such a cowardice way to win.
Here is your winner, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
What a cowardice way for Roman Reigns to move on to the semifinals. All I know is that now Michael G is now the third man to qualify for the semifinals of the Special Needs Wrestling Title Invitational. And we will be right back, but we will finally have our final match right after this commercial break. And we are now on their way with the final first round matchup in the SNW Title Invitational Tournament. We have, into the cover, hooks the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. Anyways, we have my friend Matthew, who selected main event Jey Uso for this match, and my friend Marie, who chose Alexa Bliss for this match, and Alexa Bliss with a counter. But before I continue on with this commentary, I just wanted to let y'all know that there's a little twist to this matchup. This match is now a Falls Count Anywhere match because of what happened with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I do not want any more shenanigans, so for the remaining matches, except for the finals, every single match will now be held under Falls Count Anywhere rules. So yes, now Jey Uso taking the fight to Alexa Bliss, working on her arms, stomping the boot to the head. And now working on the head is Jey Uso. Both stars, former world champions in their own right. Oh! Both former tag team champions in their own right too. And a neck breaker from Jey Uso to Alexa Bliss. Again, Alexa Bliss is on the outside, same with Jey Uso, but there is no count out. There is no disqualifications this time. Now both competitors are being held under Falls Count Anywhere rules. And a suicide dive from main event Jey Uso right to Alexa Bliss. And into a side headlock goes Jey Uso, and Alexa Bliss manages to get out. Alexa Bliss was a few strikes of her own. She's got some fight in her. Going after. Oh, and a side neck breaker right to Jey Uso. Now Alexa Bliss working on the arms with main event Jey Uso. Oh, now she's going to go for the legs. Respect. Oh, but Jey Uso counters. Main event Jey Uso looking to go with a foot DDT right to Alexa Bliss. And Jey Uso, he's got the signature already. Is he going to use it on Alexa Bliss? No, Bliss manages to counter. And now Bliss sends Jey Uso right into the turnbuckle. Oh no, the ring post, sorry. Sorry, my commentary is not all that great, guys. Alexa Bliss making her way to the top. She's gonna fly, and a huge drop kick right to main event Jey Uso. And a huge knee stomp, and another huge knee stomp right to Jey Uso. Into the cover, hooks the leg. If Alexa Bliss wins this, she moves on to the finals. The semifinals, whoops. And now Jey Uso in a lot of trouble as Alexa Bliss takes the fight to main event Jey Uso. It looks like she's in a submission hold. Yeah, she's got Jey Uso in a submission hold. But Uso manages to get out. This crowd is going absolutely nuts for these two. Neither one giving an inch. And now Jey Uso sends Alexa Bliss into the ring post. And now Jey Uso with some hard strikes of his own to Alexa Bliss. Bliss is in trouble. And Jey Uso really bringing the fight to Alexa Bliss. Hard, close fist strikes to Alexa Bliss. Jey Uso with a small drop kick. Oh, Jey Uso's going under the ring for something. And he grabs a kendo stick. And Alexa Bliss is in trouble as Alexa Bliss takes some damage from the kendo stick. Oh, Bliss is stunned. This could end right here for Alexa. It looks like they're going to be bringing this back into the ring, and they do. Bliss is hurt. Bliss is really hurt. And now Jey Uso with a super kick right to Alexa Bliss's face. Uso stuck in the Matrix. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. Hey, he's got his foot on the ropes. But Bliss manages to kick out. And a hard tie-up right here. Uso with a spear to Alexa Bliss. Jey Uso could move on. 1, 2, 3. And main event Jey Uso moves on to the semifinals to take on the head of the table.
Here's your winner, main event Jey Uso.
And Jey Uso will move on to the semifinals to take on his cousin Roman Reigns. Thank you all so much for watching. So on the next episode, we will see Joe Hendry take on Rhea Ripley, and Roman Reigns take on main event Jey Uso in the semifinals.